What's up, people? We are back with more of Fault Milestone 1. We're in this absolutely amazing tavern built around this giant tree. It looks gorgeous, and we're about to have food, I believe. Selphine was absolutely, as she says right there, ecstatic about wanting to eat here, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Absolutely. Good grief. The Royals of Rughzenhaide always had a thing for lively parties. They were renowned for it, in fact. A moment, milady. If anything happens to you while we're here, what would you have me do? I urgently whispered my concern in Selphine's ear. We'll be fine here, Ritona. I mean, who would ever want to wreck a mood as merry as this? Anyone could ruin the mood. You know me, Ritona. I love cheery crowds and festive atmospheres. Just relax. King Valar's rosy red apple doesn't fall very far from the royal tree. He didn't enjoy distinguishing himself from the people he ruled over either. He loved his people, and the people him. King Valar's love was always evident. He constantly acted and appeared affectionate towards his people. However genuine King Valar's feelings were, it may have very well been a face he wore in public. Royalty must always stand atop a pedestal, hoisted by their ever loyal and loving subjects. The leader of a kingdom is no different. Without a charismatic leader to guide them, Rughzenhaide may have never lasted as long as it did. Apparently, this division between royalty and subject troubled King Valar very much during his youth. I wonder how long it took him to realize that his role as the future king of Rughzenhaide was more important than being loved by his subjects. I wonder if Selphine will eventually encounter this on her way to becoming queen as well. Should I caution her? I turned my head slightly to glance at Selphine, wondering whether or not I should tell her. Munch munch. Selphine stuffed her mouth with walnuts, looking happy but oh so undignified. Ritona, there dish from Ritona, these are delicious. Try some. Stop spoiling your appetite on complimentary walnuts. A hamster. She's behaving just like a hamster. But how could she be how could she be enjoying plain, unsalted walnuts? I didn't think I've ever seen her appear so pleased though. That's certainly a welcome change. But why does it have to be over walnuts? I can tell you're really enjoying those walnuts, Miss Selphine. Rune showers Selphine with praise. These walnuts are just too delish. Selphine smiled through the walnuts protruding from within the walls of her cheek. Don't worry about the shells either. You can brush those off the table and onto the floor. You mean it? That's so unique. So wait, all these chunks on the floor are walnut shells? Hey Ritona, all the chunks on the floor are actually walnut shells. Oh, forget it. She's enjoying herself, and that's all that matters. Gosh, it's been ages since I visited Evil's. Did you used to come here more often? Nope, I only came here once before. You did you? I can believe it. I'm not sure if Evil's Tavern is really your kind of place either, Rune. It certainly isn't my ideal dining establishment. It's not? You really think so? Do you know any girls our age who would ever think of eating here alone? Well, I don't really. You might be right, Miss Ritona. Hey, do you two think it's okay if we start ordering food? I'm not sure how they order food here. Oh, point taken. Oh, that's simple. Take a look at that menu. Everything listed in there has a description of every item. Rune handed me a thick booklet that was placed near the edge of our table. It's so thick! I wonder what kind of food they serve here. These drawings are pretty impressive. The menu featured a few drawings representing some of their signature dishes. How these pieces were drawn is a mystery to me. I can't tell if they were drawn with watercolor or lead. but lead's too difficult of a material to synthesize without a viable mana stream. How did they make them so realistic without mana crafty? How did they perfect these pictures so? There's just something about these pictures that cannot be achieved by the human hand alone. Those aren't drawings, Miss Ritona. Those are what we Cadians call photographs. Photographs? Yes, photographs. Is it okay to assume you don't have menus with photographs where you two are from? Yes. The menu all restaurants in Rughzenhaide employed was in the form of Comcrafty with the waitstaff. Before you reach the table, the host would use Comcraft to inform all customers of all ingredients available, including the dishes using the freshest ingredients of the day. This menu isn't optimized for instantaneous comprehension. I suppose this is what the people of the outer pole do without the convenience of mana. So yeah, we have something similar to this where we're from. Most of the restaurants we have their menus hung above the service window leading into the kitchen. That's how it used to be before the advent of Comcraft. That was before my time though. Wow, the subtle difference between our cultures is pretty interesting. So your restaurants use signboards instead of those menus, huh? I suppose so. I guess it's a cultural difference. I suppose it better see what looks appetizing in. The hairs on my neck stood from the uncomfortable aura emanating from the seat to my left. When did such a serious scowl creep up on her face? Her eyes were entirely affixed on the menu in her hands, but why the scowl? By Verag, I understand now. I've seen that exact stare before, but from King Valar, those all-seeing, all-knowing, soul-piercing eyes of the royals of Rughzenhaide. Has she finally awoken to the path down Manacraft? That would be the only logical conclusion. But why now? Why here? What's the matter, milady? Selphine turned her head, and I could feel the pressure from her piercing gaze. Miss Selphine, is something the matter? Are you feeling ill? Ritona. Rune. Yes, milady? I have something to admit. I can't read this menu. Oh my god, are you serious, Selphine? That was the other logical conclusion I didn't bother to consider. We've relied countlessly on Rune to be able to get around town, but it's obvious that we forgot our illiteracy in script of Cadia. Arrow only translates spoken languages. It doesn't extend to written communication. Miss Selphine. Yes? If you had a question about the menu, I could have read it out loud for you, okay? So, there's no need for that scary scowl again. Oh, okay. Thank you, Rune. I don't think Selphine's even aware of the impression her scary scowl left on Rune. Yeah, look at her face, she's all crying. Tears are running down her flushed, pallid features. Can I get everything? You may not, obviously, but everything looks so good on the menu. I don't want to pick just one thing. And that's ground for gluttony? Corpulence, milady. Don't be so dramatic, Ritona. I won't blow up from just a little bit of everything. That's no excuse to knowingly indulge in excess. But Ritona, take a look for yourself. Can you really deny yourself all these tasty morsels? As tasty as they may appear, there's just no way that we can finish everything on the menu between us three. Actually, they do have the option to get everything in a sampler size portion. Everything on the menu is determined by your preferred serving size, so the sampler size will allow you to try more things, but in single bite servings. That's actually really smart. I've never actually seen a restaurant do that. Although I haven't really gone to that many restaurants, especially not fancy ones, but still, that sounds like actually quite a good idea. Then I'll go with one of everything in the sampler size. And do they serve anything simple and easy on the stomach? Something that's easy on the stomach? Well, if you're thinking of something along the lines of bread, I don't think they have that. They do have soup though. I'll take the soup then. Oh, look at that delicious food. Holy crap. A line of service brought each and every single dish on the menu to our table. I may not love or actually eat seafood at all, but that shrimp cocktail looks pretty damn pretty. I wanted to say good, but seeing as good would mean that it like makes you hungry or something. It doesn't make me hungry, it just looks pretty, it just looks nice. But it's not like, oh god, I want to eat it. Cause I don't know why I don't like to eat seafood, but I guess I just don't like it. Oh well. Wow, everything here looks better than in the menu. Although Selphine selected the sampler size, all the bite-sized morsels certainly took up the entire table. Sampler size or not, that's still a lot of food for one person. I doubt she can finish this all. This is so yummy. Do not talk with your mouth full, milady. Relax, Ritona. Let me express my enjoyment when I'm eating, please. Selphine's class and grace gave way to her wanton desires in a way I could only describe as inebriated. I just can't get enough of the two of you. Serious question, are you both a pair of traveling entertainers? Entertainers? We are no entertainers, Rune. Oh, Miss Ritona, are you sure that bowl of soup is all you want? Are you sure you don't want to eat a little more? Yes, I am. Thank you, Rune. I was only hoping to eat a light meal today. I'm not sure if this is also a side effect of my vector crafting, but I don't have much of an appetite. Eat something, Ritona. If you don't won't have any energy. You won't have. I realize that, my lady. Honestly, I can't help but shake this lack of sensation. I don't feel sick or unwell right now, but I feel this unpalpable malaise, like a sickness that doesn't fully manifest until the symptoms do. I know what that is actually, that what Ritona is talking about. Sometimes I just have this feeling like the day before I get sick that I just know that something is wrong, and then I'm going to be sick the very next day, and then I wake up and have one of the worst flus or whatever. But I don't know why, but the day before I just kind of feel something is going to happen, or that I'm going to be sick, so I guess I share that in common with her. The sickness that brings you down to your knees. I just remembered something. They've got a new brew now, right? Why don't we try it out? Brew? How well do you handle alcohol, Miss Ritona? Hehe, that's a good question you just asked, Rune. Ritona here can put men twice her size to shame. If they drink beer, she'll drink scotch. If they drink from a mug, she'll drink and smash her pitcher. I quickly covered Selphine's mouth before she said anything more incriminating. Don't share more than necessary, Selphine. Wow, Miss Ritona. You can put just about anything to shame, can't you? Of course not. I'm not much of a drinker. Really? Lies. You're an aficionado of alcohol, Ritona. An artisan of ales. Selphine escaped my grasp and began singing praises about my penchant for an occasional drink. Occasional, every time. Milady, please lower your voice. Well, we have our answer then. Let's get 3 of the new brew. As they say at Abel's, a hearty brew and a hot ale will make the miserable merry. Let's make you merry, Miss Ritona. There's nothing that a little alcohol from Abel's can't fix. Besides, it's always fun to drink with good company. I've always wanted company to drink with, too. Do I dare take the drink during the performance of my duties? Excuse me, Mr. Waiter, Could we get 2 mugs of the new brew? Milady, are you not drinking? Were you not the one who suggested that we all drink? You're sly, Selphine. Very sly. And I'll get a pomegranate juice. Sure thing, missy. Within 10 seconds of returning to the bar, the waiter filled a large glass pitcher with a mysterious brew, a glass of pomegranate juice, and returned to our table. So, we're starting off the evening with a few brews already, missies. That's a first for me. Their new brews tend to sell out pretty fast, but I guess we did come in a little earlier than most people. We'd better drink this before we decide to order any more. That's right, missy. That brew there is nice and ice cold now, and it's all thanks to a new freezer unit we just received recently. There is something with this entire city, like they've all been receiving sort of new stuff, and it feels like, I don't know, there's something with this city, that's for sure. I can't just quite put my finger on it just yet, but I have a feeling that there's just something here that's not quite right, or that's changed recently. Awesome! I say we toast to our new friendship. Agreed. Oh yeah, look at that toast. We raised our glasses and clinked one another's. That's delicious. I would even say robust. There were few brewmasters in Rughzenhaide who could make an ale so alluring to my palate. Color me surprised. I'm so glad you like it, Miss Ritona. I think this is the first time I've seen you look so happy and relaxed all day. It is? Have I appeared so austere all day? I'll say, you've been acting so serious since this morning. I was unaware of this. I felt nothing else except the weight of exhaustion wear on me. That was so yummy! Ditto. For some reason, I have more of an appetite than I thought I did before. Is this ale enchanted? Now that we're finished here, let's pay and be on our way. Uh-oh. What the? That sounded like glassware being shattered, and it came from within the tavern. Eek! What's going on over there? Do not move from this table. Stay here and wait for me to return. I leapt from my seat and dashed toward the source of the shattering glass. Uh-oh, what's happening? You better put your money where your mouth is. A man keeps his word till the end, don't he? Feh, a real man can't pay for his own damn drink after mooching off a happy bastard charity is what I say. It's that Hirschwan fellow from earlier, and he's quarreling with another man that's at least twice his size. You're gonna have to say that again, to my face this time. Smash! That giant used his bare fists simultaneously to rend, rupture, and split an entire wooden table in two. That man broke that table in half. Subject. Both of you, stay away. I've been dying to try this body of mine out on a living, breathing man. What? What is he doing now? The giant turned to the wall, covered by casks of ale, and picked one cask up with a single heave of his hand, and he walked towards Hirschwan. Hey! Take it easy now! Take it easy, I say! The giant lifted the cask, which was about as big as his own body, and held it above his head. Is that cask full? It was an odd display to witness. The onlookers who were screaming at the top of their lungs earlier were suddenly silenced by the treading giant. Are you gonna kill me over your stupid drink? Are you really gonna smash the damn cask over my head over one stupid drink? Indeed I will. I'm gonna shut your filthy pie hole with this cask here. Hold it! What the hell are you two doing? Shut up! While he shouted at Abel's proprietor, he used his other hand to throw the stool in front of him. He sent the wood stool flying in a straight, uniform line. Patrons scattered to avoid the incoming stool, which eventually made contact with the wall, striking it with enough force to penetrate the wall itself.
Piss off if you're not dying for an early grave!
Ritona! Give me some time. The mana lines around this vicinity are too sparse and dry to siphon mana from. Damn it! I'll have to siphon my own purified mana. I just need a little more time. I initiate the division of a set amount of purified mana to be transformed into equal volumes of pyro and terra mana. Proportional division. Incantation interval. Equilibrium. Terra mana. Pyro mana. Materialization. Blade tempering. And reinforcement.
Well, I ain't ready to kick the can yet. Think about what you're doing for a second, you big idiot.
I have my Transidian. I leapt upwards. Please, let me at least save this fool from his own demise. And prayed to reach him in time, but...
You reap what you sow, boy. You see. Let's see you use your filthy mouth after you kiss the cask.
A shadow shot out from the side of my eye. Crash. For a moment, I couldn't tell what exactly happened. Hirchwan had vanished from my vision. And in his place was... Rune? Rune! Rune's body, mangled from the impact of the ale, filled the cask.
This doesn't look like the filthy mouth, man.
Why?
Why, you infernal, idiotic imbecile!
Holy crap. I used a nearby table to propel myself back into the air. And with every ounce of my body, I swung my Transidian sword downward onto the giant. My Transidian sword met little resistance. My execution was effortless. I cut the cask clean into two halves from the midsection, spilling the ale all over the giant and the floor beneath him.
Ale? Oh!
The giant lost his balance, tipped on the split ale, and fell squarely on his rear.
What did you do to me? You filthy... What is that?
His eyes were fixated on the almost ethereal, ghost-like object that was pointed directly at his throat.
Is that an invisible sword?
Holy crap. This is of little significance. But know that this sword of mine can cut even through steel. By that extension, if I were to lop your head off right now, it would be akin to slicing through a block of butter, one knob per stroke. I'm not in the mood to repeat myself, so listen well. Do not move.
You stupid bitch! What do you think?
The giant gritted his teeth and spewed vitriol, but knew that I held his fate within my very hands. Although he would never acknowledge it aloud, his uncontrollable shaking from under my boots said all I wanted to hear. Rune! Milady, how is she? How is Rune? Oh no. I need to think of a response. Something natural. Owie? Rune, are you okay? I'll get you treated in a jiffy, so just wait here. She is special as well, Rune. Wait, how can this be? I'm sorry, Miss Selphine, but I'm fine, really. I just tripped over myself, you know? You tripped over yourself? What's the matter, milady? There's not a single mark on Rune. Come again? Are you certain that you weren't hurt anywhere, Rune? Rune rose and stood on her 2 feet without a single scratch on her in sight. I'm okay, Miss Ritona. Trust me, I really just tripped over myself. There's no way she could walk away from that. I'm serious. I'm totally fine, Miss Ritona. I mean, just look at me. Hey, you three over there. Missies, may I have a word? You saved my neck back there. I would have been halfway up the heavenly hills by now if it weren't for you. Please, I didn't do a thing. If there's someone you should thank, then thank Rune over there. Me? Why me? I didn't do anything either. I was just nearby when I tripped and accidentally pushed this gentleman out of the way. Does Rune honestly expect me to believe that? You look awful familiar, Missy. Huh? Hirschwan took several glances at Rune. That can't be right. The new brew must be getting to my head now. Forget I mentioned anything. In any case, I owe you Missy's my life, and if at all possible, I'd like to return the favor somehow. Would you at least grant me the pleasure? That's not necessary, sir. Seriously, the gesture's enough. Wait just a moment, sir. What's that say on your shirt? Crowley's apparel? That's right, Missy. The name's Hirschwan Crowley's. I'm the second generation of owner of Crowley's apparel. I suppose you are. Oh, in that case, this works out perfectly for us. How so, Missy? Well, Mr. Hirschwan. Rune explained our predicament to Hirschwan. And so my friends here need some less eye-catching apparel. If they could get a whole new set of clothes, they'd be totally set. That's all you need from me? Well, look no further. Leave it to old Hirschwan. I'll tailor you both up nice outfits better than my old man ever could. Follow me to my humble establishment. Wait, we're going over there now? I like repaying my debts while the night's still young, Missy. Besides, the longer you two go without normal clothes, the worse off you both are, no? In a manner of speaking, yeah. How's he going to tailor new attires from us when he's still drunk? I'm in the mood for tailoring tonight. I don't even care why I'm doing it right now. Who knows? I might start second guessing myself when I'm sober in the morning. I'm telling you right now, I'll be driving myself batty, wondering why I'm even working. May you stay inebriated then. You mean it? You're really gonna tailor new clothes to fit us tonight? You betcha! I owe you all my life. Tailoring new gowns is the least I can do for my saviors. Ritona! Looky, looky! The fabric feels so nice on the skin. Oh, this is... Wow, you two look great. Of course it's great. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll say, I'm still speechless. Hirschwan really tailored attires made from fine fabric from us. I tailored them to be as plain and simple as possible, but I used the finest silk fabrics I could find, so they might glimmer and shimmer more than you were hoping. Hirschwan stole several glances at Selphine, clearly taken aback by the quality of his craft. Wow, this silk fabric is so soft and smooth. You graced the fabrics themselves, Selphine. You were born to the most beautiful and brilliant couple of all of Rughzenhaide. You're only ever at your best when you're wearing the finest things life has to offer. If anyone would dare to say otherwise, I would personally see to their silence. Excuse me, Miss Ritona, was it? Yes, Mr. Hirschwan? Do you like your outfit? I can't say it's the most original color palette I ever tailored up. Black on black with a shade of gray. I know you both need to operate incognito, but I feel the color combination doesn't do your beauty any favors. A little snip here, a bright seam there would really go a long way. Thank you. But I am content with this attire. Black clothing has the tendency to better siphon mana from mana streams. Once siphoned into the clothing, a mana crafter may better utilize mana dowsing in order to ascertain the volume of surrounding mana. In a duel of battle crafty, the mana crafter with the darker clothing will always have the advantage. They'll know where to douse for mana should their own supplies ever be depleted mid-duel. As absurd as it may sound, the attire of a mana crafter will make or break them in a duel that calls for battle crafty. I can't say I've met a pair as peculiar as you two before. Nobody's considered cloaks fashionable for at least 30 years. You think so, Mr. Herzschwein? I think the cloaks looks lovely on them. Well, I suppose I would agree with you there. In fact, they might actually be helpful, you know? I think I like it. I just needed a lovely pair of girls to model them for me first. Now I can see the potential. Potential? For what? The potential for a comeback, my dear. Trends are ever moving in the world of fashion. If folks see you beautiful girls waltzing around with those cloaks, it's sure to set a new fashion trend, or a revival for a vintage look in this case. I suppose that's one possibility. Alright, well, we're gonna end the video here. We finally got our new clothing and we had a delicious meal at the Evil's Tavern, so it's been an eventful video. So yeah, I'm gonna end things here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the very next video. Peace!